can't see me. Let's go.
What up, y'all? You can't see me here today, back again. You already know what it is. Today, we are back on Planet Nomads. Planet Nomads is a construction sandbox builder simulator. Check it out on Steam. If you're not familiar with it, man, I really enjoy it. So I've been building on a second base, and make sure you like and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. Check out the channel, stay up on the new vids. So I'm building this second base. It's an oceanfront base in a spot that I found, and this is the conveyor system that they have in this game, which I really like. The conveyor system allows you to transport resources between all your different crafting devices, or devices that, like this large greenhouse in front of me, will create other resources that you may need. So this is the conveyor system. It's like a pipe looking system. It looks like pipes to me. But what it'll do is anything you have in storage, it will transport it to whatever that is. I.e., it's a food and drink machine right here. You got your main crafting machine. It's a medium 3D printer. You see right here on the machine that hole, it actually connects with the pipe. And so what I'm doing, I'm actually disconnecting a pipe that I already got going, and I'm using one of the T pipes, the T connectors. And as you can see, it allows me to once again transport all these resources in between every machine that has a true or terminated connection to it. So I'm just finishing up the pipes, and I'm running out of plating. You can see up in the top left what you need. So this is the medium 3D printer. This is where you make a lot of the parts. So you take your resources that you gather, you put them in the 3D printer, and then it creates the different parts out of the different, copper, iron. So you see where it says plating MK, you see that number going up. See, boom, so it's back empty. Now one just popped up. So they're actually making the parts in real time. And there's also a wireless conveyor. Is it a conveyor? It's like this wireless joint that will send you the parts to you automatically. See, this is the medium refinery. I actually don't have this connected yet. I actually got to run the conveyors to this because I have uranium in my inventory to make those energy sources, but I still got to connect that. As you can see, it's not connected. Okay, so this is a compact med bay where you make, bandages or different types of things you can eat that'll bring back your energy. There isn't a big need right now because this game is early access. If you don't know yet, it's very early access, but it's a lot to this game already. There's danger. There's plenty of danger. You can hurt yourself from falling. There are animals, or alien animals as we call them out there, that can harm you. But there isn't a lot of need for that med bay. This here is your food and drink machine. Now you need food and drink because there's a energy meter, a food meter, and a drink meter. And you'd have to keep those going, and you'll start to, if your food or drink drops too low, you'll move slower. Your reaction time is slower, and you'll eventually start to take energy hits if it drops below 0. The same thing with the sleep. I've never let my energy drop all the way down, so I don't know if it'll force you to go to sleep. I guess I should try that out. But this is the medium food and drink machine, which is like the level 2, being that it's named medium, just like this medium 3D printer. So it makes food that actually gives you energy at the same time that it replenishes your food, or drink that replenishes energy. So you don't really need to sleep once you can craft the better foods and the better drinks. But until you get to that point, you'll need to rest regularly. And if you run out, you're going to need to rest. So I love this wireless conveyor system. You put this little dongle on the end of your conveyor. It's glowing over here on my on my 3D printer, and as long as you're within a certain range, you can get your resources or your parts wirelessly, so you can always build without having to have it on your inventory because your inventory is so low. As you know, most games of this sort, you either load up the device that you're going to craft, so whatever your crafting machine is, you load it up. You have to pick to craft something, and then the parts you'll go get them individually for that one build, or the game just assumes that, you know, you have this whatever you have, this huge storage that is always accessible, so you might have all your resources in chests, but whenever you go to build or craft, it automatically pulls it. Well, this game, you got to have it in whatever device or whatever machine you're going to use, but that wireless one will allow you to do your building all over your base without having to have it on your person. It's really cool. When you see it in execution, you find out how cool this conveyor system is, how complex it is. So now I'm working on this base a little bit. So I've built minimally. Where this base is located, basically there are biomes in this game where you find your different levels of resources. So the first tier of resources will be like right in the middle grasslands where you start. Then as you either go to the southern biome, the southern hemisphere, or the northern hemisphere, there will be better resources like the tier 2 resources that are harder to find. Well, once you get to the tier 2 area, which will be a colder or hotter biome, it'll be there in abundance, but you still have to find it, mine it, which is another dope thing. There's an auto miner system. The auto miner system is really funky. But anyway, so I'm right at the borderline of the easier, or I don't know if you want to call it easier, but the first biome that has the first tier resources. And the second tier resources are right here to my left, right up the hill. And that's why I decided to build the second base. The first base will probably be abandoned, or depending on how much they develop the game and what different things you need, I'll leave it and maybe build it out. But I didn't even really build it out once I found this area. But I'm working on it now, so we're gonna continue to grow and develop. So I'm gonna continue to build the walls. This is gonna be the main workroom right here. This is the main workroom, and then I think to the right a little bit, I'm gonna do just more of like the room for, what do you call it, like the sleeping room, the room where I can rest, or, you know, more of the social area, should I call it that. But yeah, this I'm going to, let's see, we keep building these walls out. I'm probably make this 2 stories. So the bottom part will be more of like a work area with crafting. The power units will be down here. The greenhouse is down here. The food machine is all in this room. And then upstairs, or no. To the right or to that side of it, I'm gonna add a living quarter. And yeah, and then upstairs, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the upstairs. Hopefully as they continue to add more machines, as they continue to add more devices, and maybe even more with the living, then I'll know what I want to put upstairs. But yeah, this is where my main workshop is gonna be. This is the lab. So this over here is the living quarters. I think I want to put a hallway like where this door is. I'm gonna have this wall here, have another wall on this side, and a walkway in between, just in case I got to deal with enemies or something like that in the future. So let me see if I can line this up. See if I can get them fairly symmetrical. That's me just moaning. Y'all know about the South, you know a little bit about that in church. But anyway, okay, that's cool. Reinforced wall with a light. That actually helps. But the thing they do with this game, that is one thing I hope that they refine. When you build a wall with a light, or even you put the light on the ceiling, you still have to power it. I mean, they make this game as real as possible when it comes to the engineering. So you still have to power. These green lines are all power sources from the power unit. You got to power all the lights. If I put up 10 wall panels with lights, and then if I put up lights on the ceiling, and we'll say it's 20 light fixtures, I gotta manually connect all of them to the power source. They gotta work on that, cause that's just too much. And it's the same way with batteries for the car. It's the same way. I mean, yeah, cool. There is a certain element of realism to that I can get with, because you do gotta connect and power on a grid, but there are also ways that they make it easier, make it more functional, and I think that is what they have to figure out. But anyway, so once again, I'm gonna wall this in, and I'm trying to really just line it up as symmetrical as I can with the other wall over here. And these are light fixture walls. Okay, so we're gonna continue to build this out, and this is the starting point. This is me still mapping out how I'm gonna do this. So I think this is a good place to stop this video, and we're gonna come back on the next section, the next segment, the next episode. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave them comments for me, and hit that thumbs up for me. All right, I appreciate y'all stopping through, showing the love, showing the support, man. And shout out to everybody who has showed continual support despite life and throughout the things and the issues with YouTube, and just, you know what I mean, me in general, man. Thank you to everybody who still come through and just shows love. Okay, you know who you are, man, and thank you for real from the bottom of my heart. So if you're not down, man, hit that notification bell after you subscribe, like, and let me know what you think about the game. Okay, you can't see me, Planet Nomads. Thank you, and above all things, make your next move your best move. All right, peace.
You can't see me. Let's go.
Thank you for checking me out at UCANTCEEME TV. I'm UCANTCEEMEgamer. Please like and subscribe to stay updated, and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, peace.